let's go to let me share. Let me share World Cup. Speaking about World Cup, Spain, France and Spain, 9 p.m. Do you follow soccer?
Sir?
You follow soccer?
Yes.
Football?
Yes.
And what's your favorite team?
Arsenal.
Arsenal. Oh, really?
Yes.
Then you're now my best student automatically. Everything else we won't consider, except that you support Arsenal. All right. Let's just look for equations and simultaneous equations. So here I'm starting with paper 1, non-calculator here, and this is from 2025 February, March. The first equation we are seeing here is all right. Where do we have an equation? Hopefully we start with the one that is not very difficult and we move from easier ones to more complicated ones. What's happening? We can do this subject of formula as well. Let me see if we can have anything else. There's simultaneous equations. Let's just do those. So let's come back to this one. Right. Look, we have got x equal to 1/3 w squared then times p. The question said find the value of x when w is equals to 5 and p is equals to 6. This is called substitution, really. So we want to find what x is equals to when we substitute w with the 5, meaning that where there is a w, let's put a 5 there. Be careful to put these things in brackets so that you're always presenting it correctly. So we put a 5 where there's w, and we'll not forget that there was a squared on w. So we put that squared. And then next is p. We open another bracket and we put a 6. Is there a problem here?
No.
And these things are multiplying each other, all of them. There is no subtraction or addition that would have made me not to do any canceling. Like I can say 3 into 3 and get a 1, like this. 3 into 3, 1. 3 into 6, 2. I've already simplified things. We no longer have any fraction to multiply with here. So that's just going to be 5 squared, which we all know is 25. Times the 2 that is now there, which gives us 50. So 50 becomes our answer. Any question on this one?
No, sir.
Then there's an issue of making subject of formula. Making subject of formula, they said make P the subject of formula. Clearly they say that, meaning that right now X is the subject of formula because it's written on its own side and everything else on the other side. That's why we say it is subject of formula, right?
Yes.
But then we want to do, this topic is called change of subject to formula. So since it is change of subject to formula, we want to make that change. X shall be on the other side, but it has to be done in following mathematically correct steps. And those are the ones that you're supposed to learn in this thing. So do you want to try?
No.
Can you try?
Okay.
Can you tell me what you would do
I don't
given a
know.
question like that? You don't know.
Yes.
I suspected that. So when you're given x and then you're told equals to 1/3, then you're told w squared and then p. P is the one that is supposed to remain on its own side. The first thing you need to get rid of here is the fraction. And how do you get rid of a fraction? Like in this case?
Can we invert it?
No. You can't just do that. You multiply both sides for every term. So unfortunately or unfortunately, although these things are 3 when you're looking at them, this is one term because they are multiplying. Multiplying joins things together and make them a 1. So it's 1/3 times w squared times p. So this is just one term. So I multiply by a 3 once, and then I multiply by a 3 this side. This is the other term. So we can say multiplying both sides, but sometimes we have more than 2 terms in an equation, and you have to multiply every term. How do you know this is a term? There are separators of terms. There are 3 separators of terms: equal sign, plus sign, and minus sign. So in this case, we don't have a plus sign, we don't have a minus sign. We have an equal sign that separated this term x and this term 1/3 w squared p. As I told you, this is just one term as they are multiplying each other. The good thing with how do you get rid of a fraction? By doing this, this then cancels once you multiply. The moment they cancel, the fraction is gone. 3 times x gives us 3x. Keep writing x the way they gave it to you. This is how they gave it to us as a capital. And then the fraction is gone, and we have w squared. Stage by stage, no rushing. At the end of our goal is to remain with p on one side of the equal sign and everything else on the other. That's the goal here. So p is having one problem. Otherwise, it would have remained alone. What is the problem? What is making P not left alone?
It's part of the.
Sorry?
The part of the equation of the.
Okay, I mean there is a letter that, or there are things that are on the side where P is. That is making P not be alone. That would we would want to get rid of. What is that? In this equation that we now have, we have 3x is equals to w squared p. Is p alone on its own side of the equal sign?
No.
What is there that is making p not be alone?
The w squared?
Exactly. That's my point. That's what I was trying to make you realize. So good that you've realized it now. W squared is multiplying p because it's w squared p. It's not w squared minus p or w squared plus p. It's actually w squared p. There's nothing in between to mean that they're joined together by a multiplication sign, right? So how do we get rid of that w squared since it is multiplying p?
Mm.
I remember my own.
Can we move it to the
Opposite of multiplication is what? Because that's what we should do. We want to undo multiplication. What is opposite of multiplication?
divided?
Yes, division. So we divide both sides. We divide both sides by w squared because the rule of equation is whatever you do on the right side, do it also on the left side. So we have done so. This w squared is going to then cancel out and leave the p squared. The p, I mean, alone. This we don't even care. Even if it's looking very ugly like this, we're just going to write p is equal to what?
3x over w squared.
Exactly. Done. When making p substitute formula, our aim is to isolate p. But we have to do it correctly. And that's what we've done here. And I hope to find more questions where we do these. All right. Now we are dealing. Oh no, I'm thinking. Let me look for another subject or formula question. That would be good. This is paper 2. Let me start with paper 1, so that we have one concept and we try and make sure it's well understood. Oh, there is another equation. We shall come back to it. It's not subject or formula. I think we should just do factorization at the same time with this solving of equations. So we shall deal with this as well. All right. Let's see if we can get something that is relevant to our lesson course today. We have factorization again. So we're just going to be doing factorization as well here. Right. But do we have anything else? This equation, it's an equation, but I think we did it. We did it, isn't it?
Yes.
We'll skip it today. Is it in the video I shared with you? I should share. There's a video I still need to share with you. Probably it's in there. All right. I think I haven't seen subject or formula since. Okay. Okay, this is graphs. We shall do it on its own. All right. What's happening here? Oh, factorization. Factorization is dominating. Of course, we want to do simultaneous equations. This is another paper 1. What can we see here that we can work with today? Right. It's a graphical method. Not today. We dealt with this. Okay. Yes. Here is subject to formula. Right. G is equals to h over 3 minus 8. Rearrange the formula to make h the subject of formula. So in this case, we have G equals to h over 3 minus 8. How many terms do we have here?
How many terms?
Yes. I said there are three things that separate terms. Equal sign, plus sign, minus sign. So how many? There are three. Good. Good. Because 8 and h over 3 can't be one term because there is a minus between them that separate them to make them 2 on the right side and 1 on the left side. So we have three terms. And we want to make h subject of formula, and h is having a problem that it's not standing alone. There is a 3. It's a very good first step to get rid of the fraction. How would you get rid of a fraction?
Multiply
What by what?
the 3. Here we to multiply this h.
We're multiplying by what?
Multiplying by 3.
I think that's correct. But what are we multiplying by 3?
The g by the 3 and h over 3 times 3.
The answer I wanted there is every term.
Okay.
I asked you how many terms. You said 3.
3.
The answer that I wanted there is that you multiply all terms by that 3, that denominator 3. That's how you get rid of the fraction. So look at me there multiplying every term. And obviously the fraction will go because these will like that. And then at the end of the day, g times 3, 3g equals to h minus 8 times 3, 24. This is where we are. What do you think is the next step now?
The next step is to...
We are almost there. We want h to remain alone. Remember, that's our goal. So what do you think we should do now? Come on. Come on. It's h and 24 are not together. So this minus 24 can be taken to the other side.
Oh.
And all it has to do, because it crossed over the equal sign, it just have to change its sign from being negative to being positive. So we're going to have 3g that was already there. Then we have plus 24 that just came. And since 24 came here, what remains that side? H. And we're done. Therefore, h is equals to 3g plus 24. Get used to such steps. You have to be able to see things like that. Okay?
Yes.
All right. Let's see if there's anything else that we can deal with today. Yes, that. That's this now is paper 3, right? Yes. This now is paper 3. Let's look if we can have things of interest in here. All right, there. Solve an equation. We want to solve this equation. There is also find the value of t when p is that, the substitution. We're doing it right now. So tell me what to do here.
Find the value of t when p is equals to 12. Okay. So we're going to replace the p with 12.
Okay, how do we do that? I'm writing t equals to 3. Tell me what to do.
Brackets?
I
think there's a bracket.
But we want p to be in brackets. So I prefer that this bracket be corner or box bracket.
Okay.
And then I can have my 5.
5.
Then I can feel free to put the round bracket, which is 12, and put 12 inside for p, substitute, then minus 8. Then I close the box bracket, then plus 4. It's more presentable when the brackets are different. You usually don't make mistakes. So t is equal to 3. You don't start with the box bracket, deal with the round bracket first. So what is 5 times 12?
Oh, 60?
Yeah, so I write 60 and I say minus, then I say 8, then I close box bracket, then I say plus 4. Right.
Well,
Then t equals to, by the way, the things inside the brackets, we deal with them first. Before I even remove the brackets. What is 60 minus 8?
52?
I put 52, and I remember to close my corner bracket, plus 4. Now, I'm going to need 3 times 52.
156?
Plus 4.
160?
That's the answer here. Done. T is equals to 160. We have answered that part. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
You sure?
Yes.
All right, to move to part B, similar thing. We have W is equals to 4t plus 8. They want you to find the value of t. It is the value of t, not the value of w, and they've given you the value of w. So this is where probably substitute formula can be applied. Like I would write w equal to 4t, then plus 8. They want to find t, so I could probably make t substitute formula first. And making t substitute formula is probably not very difficult right now, because first thing, to isolate t, I can remove 8 to go that side. And it was plus 8, and when it arrives, it crosses over the equal sign. When it
Negative.
arrives on the other side, it's going to be minus 8, and this side we still have 40. We haven't made 40 t substitute formula. What can I do here now? To make t substitute formula, what's the problem that is making t not be isolated?
That's the 4.
That's the 4, and the 4 is multiplying t. That's why it's 4t. So what do we do to get rid of that 4 correctly?
We multiply it.
It's multiplying already, and then you multiply it again.
Oh, no.
You have to do the opposite.
Divided. 40
Yeah, so
over
yeah,
40.
not over 4t. We want to remove 4 only. T doesn't have to be removed. 4 is the one that needs to be removed. So only 4 should be divided. If you say 4t and the t cancels, how are you isolating t? Because right now 4 and 4 have to cancel t alone. If you divide it by 4t, how are you doing that? You're not. You get it?
Yes, sir.
So only 4. We needed only 4 was the problem, right? And don't have to touch our t. That's the one we want to isolate. So now we see that t is equal to w minus 8 over 4. But we know W is 369, and this is paper 3 where we're allowed to use calculators. So we're going to write 369 where there is W. Then we say minus 8, then we say divided by 4. And you're going to get an answer there. 369 minus 8 is 361. Think. You do the maths there.
Yes, it's 361.
361 over 4. Your calculator says what?
90.25.
90.25. That becomes the answer there. But I just wanted you to know that we could have just substituted right there where we are told W is 369. So where there's W, we could just put 369 there. Then we say equals to 40, then plus 8. You see that? I didn't make T substitute formula first. I just substituted straight away. That
Yes.
would then, my next step, what do you think should be the next step now?
To move the 8 to the other
Exactly.
side.
Exactly. This becomes 369
Minus 8.
minus 8 equals to 40. And when that happens,
Divide by 4.
369, deal with it first. 369 minus 8, you
360.
get 361 equals to 40. Like you said, next you divide by 4 both sides. You arrive at the same answer. T is equals to 3 squared 1 by 4, which then gives you this answer. Okay. So I don't know, which one do you prefer, the first one or this one?
The second one.
Oh, the second one. Okay. It's okay. So here they didn't then ask us to straight away to just make a subject of formula. So all right. I think that's all for now. Then we check the last one. The last one. Okay, the last one. Not for equations. Change your subject of formula, factorization. So that. There it is. Look, it's b equals to 6a plus 5b, and then you're told find the value of b when p is equals to 25 and what. So using your second method, what should I do?
Using the second method, replace the p with 25.
Okay,
Becomes
equals to
25 is equals to 6,
mm-hmm,
bracket,
mm-hmm,
3,
mm-hmm,
close brackets,
mm-hmm,
plus 5. E.
Okay, next.
So 25 is equals to 18
Mm-hmm,
plus 5b.
mm-hmm,
And then we move the 18 to the other side.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So it becomes
It becomes
25. 25 minus 18
mm-hmm,
be 6,
equals to.
7.
Let's finish. We moved 18. The equal sign is 2. Then something remained that side. Let's
Oh,
complete the
equals to
equation.
5b.
Then
Then 7
mm-hmm,
is equals to 5b.
mm-hmm,
What if b? Okay. And then we divide both sides by 5.
mm-hmm,
Which means b is equals to 1.4.
0.4. Super. Well done. They want you to make T subject of formula this time. What do we do first?
Oh,
We remember we want to make T subject of formula, so we have to isolate T step by step. What should be your first step?
can we place the T? No.
This Y is separate. It's a separate term, and we don't want it on that side where there's T.
We'll move it to the side of W.
Yes. So it becomes W minus Y equals to KT. And that's a big step. Look, we are isolating T. That's one thing that is a problem now, the K. How do we remove it?
Divide both sides by K?
Exactly, because K is multiplying T. So we divide just like what we did when there were numbers there. We just divide both sides by K. That's exactly it. You're getting it. And this cancels out. And our T is isolated and we have our answer. Simple as that. Good. You're doing well. Right. The equations I'm leaving. I'm not focusing on them because they're involving graphs. We have to do the graphs first. Probably that's the next thing we'll do. All right. I think for subject of formula, You're doing well. Let's look on these plain equations before we move to simultaneous equations like these ones. That's probably have to be easier for you. They want you to solve an equation x plus 3 equals to 3. What do you do?
We move the 3 to the other 3.
Which 3 to which 3?
The 3 that's on the x side, we move it to the other 3,
Okay.
and then it becomes minus 3.
I think that's good. I think that's good. So what do we remain with this side? Once that plus 3 goes that other side?
X is equal
We
to
remain with x, which we are looking for, because when they say solve, they want you
yes,
to find the value of an unknown. So we had a 3 that was that side and a plus 3 that moved there to be minus 3.
3,
So x equals to
0.
0, 0. Okay, we have another equation, 5y over 3 equals to 8. Right. When you are solving this, we want to find the value of y. What do you think should be your first step?
Our first step should be can we multiply
The problem here, the real problem here is the fraction.
fraction?
So get rid of a fraction. How do you do that?
Should be
It's dividing. What is opposite of dividing? The 3 is dividing, which is,
multiplying.
yes. So we multiply by 3, the opposite, right, of division. This 3 cancels. We remain with
5y
5y equals to
24.
8 times exactly. What's the next step?
Dividing by 5. What's that?
Dividing by 5, both sides. So if I divide here by 5 and I divide here by 5, obviously this 5 and this 5 cancels out. And you have your calculator there. Y is going to be equal to
4.8.
4.8. Easy stuff. Easy stuff. Did we see any other question here? Don't think so. This one we did. I don't think we identified any other question before. Let me just check. But right out, we didn't. So we move to this one. See if there is a question. I think there is a question we could do. This involves graphs. We wait. We marked it with a circle. This involves graphs as well. This one. They want you to solve 3y equals to 18. How do you do that?
Divide both sides by 3.
Doing very well, huh? That's why I said you could have done extended and you would be fine. So y is equals to what?
Y is equal to 6.
I think that's just about it for this question paper. We move to the next one. I think we can now start working on factorization. So factorization, let me start from here. Factorization, we start from here. So, factorization is putting things in factors and right. Let me show you. Isn't we circled the questions we want to work on today? That should be easy to identify. We circle anything here? Oh, of course, we didn't circle this, but it has to be circled. We'll come back for it. Right. This is paper 2, so we can Not think about it right now. Right, any second thing here? You know there is. Oh, there's an equation to solve here. Let's solve it.
Okay.
It's 5x plus 8 equals to 3x minus 2. Uh-huh.
I think it becomes 5x.
What is our first step? Let me hear the first step here.
Grouping like terms.
Good. And how do we do that?
I think it becomes 5x minus 3x.
So you're saying this 3x is the smaller term. It should be the one to move to 5x, a like term, but a bigger one. And this plus 8 is a number, just like minus 2, and it has to go on the other side where the numbers is raw. So here we're going to have the 5x that didn't move, so it doesn't change its sign. But plus 3x, which was this side, crossed over the equal sign coming here, it arrives as minus 3x, then equals 2, because the plus 8 is no longer this side. It have moved to that side. That side we already have a minus 2, and when a plus 8 arrives there, it arrives as what?
Minus 8.
Is minus 8. And what is 5x minus 3x?
2x.
It's 2x. It's 2x. Equals to, what is minus 2 minus 8?
Minus 10.
It's minus 10. Okay. And okay. And divide. Oh, sorry. What do we do here? What's the next step?
Divide both sides by 2.
You know, my running mouth. So x becomes what?
Negative 5.
Negative 5, correct. Okay, this is done. We have another question. It's not an equation, really. We're just being asked to simplify. Simplify is not to solve. So we are not expecting to get an A is equals to something. That's why they didn't even say A equals to, as they did here. Remember when they asked you to solve, they actually had an X equals to. Then you put an answer. That was solving. This one is simplify. So just gonna mean, so there's no A equals to. So we shouldn't be trying to get A is equals to. Okay, so what do we do here?
We group like terms.
Yes, like terms still gonna be grouped. That's good. Except that there's no crossing over the equal sign so that the signs will change because that equal sign is in there. Okay?
Yes. Yes.
So this is just gonna be 6A.
Minus A.
Minus A. Yes, we just brought minus A closer to 6A in the name of grouping like terms together. But that minus A remains minus A. It doesn't change its sign simply because
It's the
it didn't
smaller
change
number.
its sign because it did not cross over the equal
Over.
sign.
Okay.
Yes. So then we can have our plus 4b now, because nothing else with I. Then minus 5b. But what is 6a minus a?
5A.
It's 5a, because minus a is like minus 1a. So 6a minus 1a equals to 5a. But what is 4b minus 5b?
Just B.
No.
Negative.
Yes, because 5 is bigger. How can you have, remember in these addition and subtraction thing, I said your final answer must take the sign of a?
The,
Of a what?
of the.
You watched my video on directed numbers. It's there on YouTube there. Did you subscribe to my YouTube to see all the other videos I'll be adding there?
I did subscribe.
Okay. So you should you know there is a video there for you to watch. We say that when addition and subtraction, when dealing with two numbers that have got different signs, like what is happening here, we are going to subtract, saying bigger number minus smaller number. So 5 is the bigger number, 4 is the smaller number. So 5 minus 4 is 1, but it's 1b. Then the sign, we have to take the sign of a bigger number, and that is negative, so negative b. So simplified, this becomes 5a minus b, because no one can do anything now. 5a and b are unlike terms. They cannot be put together in any other way. This cannot be simplified any further. That's what I mean. Factorizing now, that's something where we have to ask ourselves, what is the biggest number or letter or whatever combination of the two, which can get into 6x and 3y? Because this is x, this is y, we're not going to be talking about x. We're going to remember what is called common. I don't like clothes that are common. What do I mean by clothes that are common?
Clothes that are common.
And say, yeah, this is too common. I'm not buying this. It's too common. What would I have? What makes it common? What will be happening with those kinds of clothes?
The common.
They'll be everywhere. Huh? They'll be everywhere. If it's a t-shirt, everyone is wearing it. You turn left, you see someone wearing that. Face ahead of you, there's someone wearing that. On your left, there's someone wearing it. And then say, this is too common. It's everywhere.
Yes.
So common is what you, in this case, you are finding it. It's there. We have to factor out what is common. It's there here on 6x. It's there here on 15y. Obviously, x is not common because it's only here and it's not there. Obviously, y itself is not common because it's only on this term but not on this term. But there is something that is common which can get into both. What is it?
3.
The 3. So we factor it out. To factor it out is to write it out here and we open a bracket. We must know what is has to remain in the brackets once we factor out 3. And what I always teach my student is silently divide by what you factored out. So you don't come here and divide, but silently, if you come here where there's 6x and you divide by 3, 6x divided by 3 gives you what?
2x.
Correct. So 6x divided by 3, 3 into 3, 1, 3 into 6, 2. But there's that x aside, so it's 2x. So you have your 2x here. That's what should be in the brackets. Then we have a plus sign there. Then 3 into 15y gives us what?
5y.
5y. And factorization is done. So we come here and you write 3, open bracket, 2x plus 5y. That's it. Any questions?
No.
Okay, we are still factorizing. The question is still factorized. This time, there seems to be an x here and x there, a y there and a y there. But this is x squared, this is y. And then in terms of numbers, it's tricky. It's 1 here and it's minus 5. So we basically don't have a number that we can write outside. So what is common that we can write outside the brackets?
Y.
Y is common and that's just y.
X is also common.
So we write x, y.
Y.
X, y. That's what is common. Okay? So again, go and divide x squared y by xy, which you factored out, so that we know what remains in the brackets. So if you take x squared, okay, I wanted to use a different pen here. Okay, so if you take x squared y and divide it by xy, obviously this y and this y are going to cancel out and y is no longer existing. But this x, when it cancels with one x in this x squared, another x remains because there were 2. So
Yeah.
that's just what remains here, x only. Then we have a minus. That xy we factored out into 5xy. What do we remain with?
5.
Just 5. That's correct. Just 5. Because, see, if you had actually said 5xy divided by the xy we factored out, the y and the y cancels out, the x and the x cancels out. You just remain with 5. So your answer is xy, open bracket, x minus 5, and you get your marks. And you get your marks. You get your marks. That's just it. And you get your marks. Oh, there is a question here. Right, that we should come back and answer, but not right now. We wait on simultaneous equations. So today's equation is our next video, but I'm seeing our time won't allow us to get into simultaneous equations today. But equations and factorization, yeah, we are right on top of it. It's there we are, factorization again. Tell me, it's 8. Let me change this to long. So it's 8x squared minus 2x. Let's ask in terms of numbers. Any number that can get into 8 as well as 2,
2.
we write it down. Correct. We move to x. Is x here and x there as well?
Yes.
So we write x. Anything else that is there and there? No.
No.
Open a bracket. Right. 2x into 8x squared. What do we remain with?
Becomes 4x.
Yes, 2 into 8, that's 4, definitely. And x into x squared?
Just
One
x.
x remains. Yes,
Yes.
just x. Because one x will cancel, the other x will remain. Right. Then we have a minus. Then 2x into 2x.
So 0.
It's what?
Oh, 1, 1, 1, 1.
1. Yes, 1. So that's answer we have factorized already. 2x, open bracket, 4x minus 1, close bracket. Okay, next.
5. 2m minus 1 plus.
Yeah, this is opposite of factorization. These things are already factorized in some way, but yeah, not really complete. But the question when you say expand, it means remove the brackets. And simplify means after that, group like terms together and see how it works out to be a bit simpler or shorter. So removing brackets, this 5 you have to multiply everything inside the brackets. Like 5 times 2m gives us what?
10m
10m, we write it.
minus.
Then 5 times minus 1.
Minus 5.
Minus 5. This first bracket is done. Plus 3 times m. I remember I'm also using the plus 3. In this case, if you had forgotten the sign and just say 3 times 3, you can be right. But if this sign is negative, that's why you can make a mistake. That's why it's important that you take this with its sign. That's why I'm saying plus 3 times m
3m
plus 3m
plus 3m.
plus 3 times plus 7.
Plus 21.
Correct. How can we simplify here?
It becomes 10m plus 3.
Plus 3 or plus 3m?
So 10m
We're
plus
grouping like
3m.
terms together.
Yes, grouping like terms together.
So 10m plus 3m, then minus 5 plus 21, right? And next step?
It becomes 18m. plus. No.
This is -5 plus 21, where the situation where we are dealing with two numbers that had different signs. That's the same situation we have. And in that video on my YouTube channel, we said what?
Are we
When you're
take the
dealing
sign
with
from
two
the
numbers.
bigger number?
Sorry?
We take the sign from the bigger number.
We take the sign from the bigger number, that is plus, yes. Mm-hmm.
Plus
Then
16.
you didn't say then we say bigger number minus smaller number, because
Okay,
the
then we
signs
say,
are different there.
okay, then we say
Yes.
bigger number
And a
minus
smaller number. So the bigger number is 21, smaller number is 5. 21 minus 5 is what?
16.
16. Therefore, the answer is 18m plus 16. Yeah. Yeah. Next. Right. Do we have a circle anywhere? Something circle. There's a question of interest today. There it is. So this one, I'm not going to do it with you. You do it alone as homework. So I just sent it to your WhatsApp.
Okay.
Confirm receiving it.
Yes.
But we go back to, yeah. Okay, we shall look into it tomorrow. We scheduled a lesson tomorrow, didn't we?
Yes.
Okay. In this other question paper. Anything circled here. There it is, but it's for tomorrow. It's for tomorrow. This other question paper. There's something circled, but we did it. Right. These are graphs. Nothing else. Any factorization here? Now factorization. Okay. I think what is in this paper, we did it. That's this. It was subject of formula. Could there be something else of interest here? This one, and we did it again. Okay. I think that's just about it. Yes. Good night.
Good night, sir.
And any questions?
No.
Any questions you might have? Okay, so
Nope.
bye-bye.
Bye, sir.